I created this dress and the pattern out of some fabric and a dress that I already had. So I'd like to walk you through how I created this pattern from the dress that I already had and its assembly. So first I had a roll of paper and the dress that already was in my closet. I love the way it fit and I only wanted to adjust a couple of things. So the first thing I did was roll out my paper on top of the dress itself and start feeling out and sketching out the lines in which the seams were attached. And then I added about a 1-inch seam all the way around it. So you can see I've got the original lines where the seams actually lay, and then a 1-inch extra that I'm tracing off the side of that, and that's going to be my seam allowance. As I sketch each piece out, I'm also going to label it so that I can save this pattern for the future and be able to use it to make other dresses. There I have the front of the dress, front panel, center panel. Cut 2 of these because they're going to need to mirror each other. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. You can see the seams on this dress are pretty pronounced. That's one of the reasons it was so easy to make a pattern off this dress, because how it was put together was pretty obvious, which was great. I'm going to check it, make sure it lines up. It does. So now I'm just going to keep scooting along to my other pieces. So this is going to be the side panel on the front. I'm going to go ahead and add that seam allowance as well and kind of test the paper pieces together as I go. If you like, you can also pin them together or pin them to a mannequin to make sure that they all fit the way you want them to. And like I said, I'm labeling as I go. Then I'm going to lay these all out and cut them out of my fabric. I picked a stretch fabric that was absolutely lovely, but realized after I bought it that all of my mushrooms faced just one way, which meant I had to cut everything right side up and couldn't puzzle pieces together like I like to do with some patterns that are a little bit more forgiving, but that's okay, I'm gonna roll with it. I got this fabric on clearance from Joann's as they're shutting down, which is devastating, but I mean, I guess I got some good clearance deals. R.I.P. Joann Fabrics. Next, I'm going to run them through the machine. I am trying to give them that 1-inch allowance. I've got everything pieced together the way that I want it, and all I have to do is sew everything together exactly the way I had cut everything out. Open it up, check it out, looking good. Then I'm going to do a test fit of the top. I just rolled down the front collar to make a rolled seam on the front, nothing fancy. I've decided to forego any kind of sleeves on this, and then I kind of gave myself the shape of the skirt, but I wanted the skirt way longer. So I measured out what the waist was and just tapered down from there and completely remade the skirt a different shape than the skirt that was originally the skirt for the original dress. I decided to do this a little differently because as I'm getting older, my patience for short dresses is just dead, and I'm liking skirts that are just a little bit longer. And then we saw the start and the end of the video, the finished product. She's beautiful.